Hello, good evening. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are all doing well. I apologize if my voice sounds a little off. I think I'm a little bit under the weather. Anyways, in today's video, we're going to be going over a little bit of a Sunday stock watch list, and we're going to be looking at our key levels, seeing where the overall markets are looking like they're headed towards. So before we actually hop on to the charts, let's quickly take a peek at our overall fundamentals, see what we have for this coming week. So if we hop on to here, we can see on our economic calendar, we got some big news for this week. So it starts off on Tuesday, we have retail sales, which is not too crazy, but on Wednesday, that is the day that we need to be paying attention to. We have our super anticipated Fed interest rate decision. And as you guys can see here, the forecast right now is 4.25%. So there is a 25 basis point cut that the markets are expecting. If we see a 50 basis point cut, well, we can see the markets go absolutely nuts. And then if we go on to Thursday, we have our unemployment numbers as well. So big news coming out this week. Make sure you guys are keeping an eye on your positions. So now let's go back. This is ES, or the futures chart for the S&P 500, and we can see our clear supply and demand zones. This $5,600 level is the main level that we need to be paying attention to for this week. Are we able to see buyers push and break above these levels and start to head towards all-time highs? That is a strong possibility for this week. What sellers want to see is to hold this level, to not let us break below this level, and to start trending back down and lose $5,600. So this is the key level that we were trading between earlier. I think it was the end of August, beginning of September, and sellers broke through this level and we started to trend down. So now we made a full recovery and we are back trading into that level as we speak. So we can see we're back trading into this level, and until the Feds announce their interest rate decision, I could see potentially us just bouncing between these levels. So when we're at these higher levels at 5660, I'm going to be looking more towards the short side. Around 5600, I'm looking more for supports and long opportunities until we see a break above or below these levels. Alrighty, and then now we can look at SPY. We can see SPY is also, it's testing all-time highs. We're testing this 565 level, which is a level that sellers were able to defend. So we can see this is, I think on July 9th, sellers were able to defend this level. They brought the markets down, and then in recent times, they were able to defend this level and bring the markets down, and we are here testing it for a third time. So it is possible that we might see just, third rejection and start to trend down, or buyers could step in. This could finally be the breakthrough that they've been looking for and break this thing higher, break all-time highs and start trending 575, 580. So like I said, we're at this supply level. We're at an area of weakness. We're at an area where there are a lot of sellers sitting at. So be careful going long in these types of positions. Now let's take a peek at the Qs. Actually, before we look at the Qs, let's look at NQ, which is the futures chart for the Qs. And we can see NQ has had a very nice support level down here at 18,600. And from there, we've been able to just trend higher. But now look at this level that we're going to be testing week, which is 19,700. So that $19,700, I don't need to tell you guys how significant this level is. Just take a look right here. This is a level that we gapped above, and from there it has been a significant level. So I want to see, are sellers going to be able to step in and push this thing down from there, or is that volume finally going to come in after the Fed interest rate decision and we finally start trending towards all-time highs? If we compare the NASDAQ to the S&P 500, you'll see that the NASDAQ has been lagging the S&P 500. We're about 0.25% away from all-time highs for SPY, whereas NQ is down about 6-7%. So that's a thing to keep an eye on, and that could mean that these resistance levels will be more significant for the NASDAQ. So if we look at QQQ, let me go back. If we take a look at QQQ, we can see we're kind of in the same area. We're finding test of resistance. So if you're watching tech stocks, just know that tech is testing resistance levels right now. So make sure if you're going long, you are waiting for a breakout and a retest and continuation, and you're not longing into demand zones. Don't be longing into demand zones. We've spoken about this so many times. Wait for that breakout and see if markets can hold that level and then go long. If not, we might see something like this, and for sellers to defend this area and start trending right back down. So that is the cues. And the last thing that I'll be going over is SMH, which is our semiconductor ETF. So we've seen a lot of buyers or a lot of buying pressure in our semiconductor sector, our NVIDIAs and our AMDs. But right now we are coming to a resistance level. So we can see, actually, we're not coming to a resistance level just yet. Have some more room so we have this 252 level, which is our resistance level. That is where I'm going to make sure I'm easing off the pedal if I'm going long on any semiconductors. Our key level for support is 228 right here. So if we see a little bit of a pushback down to 228, I'll be more interested in NVIDIA and AMD. We can take a quick peek at NVIDIA right here, and we can see NVIDIA has just recently pushed above this key level. So this 118 level, we can see this is a significant level for NVIDIA, and we've seen that push above that level. And I'm going to tell you guys why I'm not super convinced about this push just yet, and that is because of these wicks. So usually wicks tell us if there's buyers or sellers a certain area, and we can see on the 4-hour time frame that NVIDIA did break above this level, but we do see wicks sitting there. So sellers are trying to push this thing down. They're struggling because there's a lot of buyers sitting right here. So if I'm going to have a long idea, I'm looking for something like this to hold 117 and push higher. And if sellers want to push this thing lower, I need to see a nice push lower and then a test of that 117 and to trend back down. But as of right now, NVIDIA is bullish, and I don't want to be going against the trend. Go look at Tesla as well. Tesla is another stock. It's been pretty bullish for the past few days, but we can see where Tesla is testing. So Tesla is going ahead and testing this 235 level. 235 level is a level we have spoken about. On Friday, we were able to play this rejection around 233, but we're getting into that zone, the 233, 235 level. Sellers are stepping in. We can see right here, sellers are there, and we can see on Friday with that nice wick, higher topping wick, sellers are sitting there. If you're going long on Tesla, I need to see Tesla break 236 and hold this level before heading higher up. But in the meantime, I'm seeing more of a 234 rejection and for Tesla to start heading back down. Alrighty guys, I think that is everything that we have. My main watches for this week. I'll probably have a little bit more updates when markets open up and when we're closer to about 9 o'clock. So if you want to see those alerts, that watch list, make sure you hit the link in the description below. That is our private group where I go over my watch list and the trades that I'm taking. So hopefully we see you there, and have a lovely rest of your night. Bye guys.